Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, where you don't have to be perfect and it's not just about the pose. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster. This Hatha yoga practice will stretch and strengthen your entire body, and you'll feel better. Begin sitting up tall with your hands at your heart and softly close your eyes. Deepen your breath. You are safe, healthy, and strong. Your practice will help relieve stress and boost your immune system. Practice all the way through to enjoy a comfortable, calm energy and a positive outlook. Slowly make your way onto your back with your knees bent. You can have your eyes open or closed. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Gently rock yourself side to side. Continue steady breath. Inhale to extend the legs up toward the sky. Hands behind the thighs with your knees a little bit soft to begin. Gradually, perhaps extending the legs further to straighten them out a bit. Remember, it never matters how deep you get into a stretch. Our yoga videos give you more than just a workout because they're also a work in. They're designed to increase your positive thoughts and be sure to stay through to Shavasana. It is the most important part of your practice. Relax your shoulders, your jaw. If you'd like, you could also, instead of holding the backs of the legs, bring your hands alongside your body, and that will increase your core strength as you need that to hold the legs up. Oh, by the way, don't forget to join our community by clicking the subscribe button and hitting that notification bell because I want you to get all of our newest videos for your home practice. We'll stay just another breath here. So good to elevate the legs. It's good for your body. Draw your right knee into chest, extending the left leg out. You can bend the left knee or extend it straight. If it's straight, point the toes to the sky and draw your right hip forward. Continue steady breathing, always returning to your breath. Now, taking that right leg, just start to make some circles. So right hand is on right shin and just start to circle it around, getting some movement in the hip socket. Bring it up, out, forward, and around. Or you can move it a different way that you like. Draw it in. Now circle the right ankle in one direction a few times. And then start to reverse it a few times in the other direction. Get some movement in the ankle joints. We're going to work on all of our joints. Extend your right leg up again toward the sky. Drawing the right hip forward. Again, the knee can be bent or straight. You can hold on behind the thigh, down by the ankle. Use a strap around the ball of the foot, or if you can reach the toe, grab it. Bending the knee as much as you need to. And it could also be forward. It doesn't have to be straight up and down toward the sky. Whatever works for you. Just be sure to relax your shoulders and your jaw and keep your breath nice and steady. And remember, for this next one, keep your left hand on your thigh and exhale, start to open the right leg to the right. So the left hip's going to want to pop up off of the ground. Keep it down. Move from there. It's more stable. Again, the right leg can be bent or straight. Hold it anywhere you like. If your left leg is straight still, make sure to point the toes up toward the sky and press the heel down. Left knee can always be bent as well with the foot on the earth. Looking over your left shoulder. Some movement for the neck. Take a long breath here and then inhale to center. As you exhale, use your left hand to guide the right leg across for a twist. Knee bent or straight. Hold it anywhere along the leg. Look over your right shoulder, if that's okay on your neck, and try and turn your belly up toward the sky. And then deepen your breath once again. Remember, you may not be able to control everything that's happening around you, but you can control your response, keeping it positive and hopeful. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, lift the head and shoulders if you can. Maybe hold onto the back of the head if the neck bothers you. Draw in your low belly and your pelvic floor muscles as you breathe here, and then release it. Bending both knees again. And then inhale the left knee into chest. The right leg can remain bent, or you can extend it out. Drawing the left hip forward so hips are level. Take just a couple breaths here. Now, if your right leg is straight, remember to point the toes up to the sky and ground that heel down gently, keeping the right leg muscles engaged. And then holding with the left hand, start to make your circles. So left hand can be on the shin or behind the thigh, and just draw it up, out to the left, forward and around. Inhale up, exhale, forward and around. Or another variation that feels good on your hips. And now the ankle. So circling the ankle in one direction. And then start to circle it in the other direction a few times. And now extending the left leg up toward the sky. So it can be forward, and you can bend the right knee or extend it. Use a strap on the ball of the left foot if you have one, or a belt. And you can hold on the leg, you can hold the toe, whatever works for you. As long as you're feeling a comfortable stretch, not too intense, that's all that matters. Never matters what the pose looks like. A pose can look wonderfully beautiful from the outside, but if it hurts on the inside, it's not a good pose. Always take care of you. So as you're breathing here, take your right hand onto your right thigh and exhale, opening the leg to the left. Again, knee can be bent or straight, holding anywhere that works. Turn to look toward your right shoulder. And check in with your breath. And remind yourself that the one thing you can always count on is change. That is a constant. So wherever you are, whatever's going on right now, just know things will change. Things will become better, and everything will be okay in the end. Inhale, come back to center. And then use your right hand to guide the left leg across to twist, looking over the left shoulder. Knee can be bent or straight, of course. As you're twisting here, try to turn your belly up toward the sky. Twisting is so beneficial for the spine. It's also very good for your digestive system. And just another breath or two here. Remember to relax shoulders and jaw, and anywhere else you might hold tension in your body. Inhale to center. Exhale, hold the leg with both hands as you lift the head and shoulders, but you could use one hand behind the head to support your neck. Pull your belly in, lift your pelvic floor muscles as you breathe here. Take another big breath. and then let it go. Bending both knees again. Now roll onto your right side. Use your left hand to press yourself up. Head comes last. And then with your knees bent and your heels in front of you, walk your feet a little bit wider than hip socket distance and just fold forward. You could also take your hands and wrap them around the outsides of your ankles. You're going to let your back round and let your head hang. This is a wonderful stretch for your back as well. However, if this or any of the other stretches doesn't feel right in your body, then do modify. You can come forward with a flat back instead of rounding if that feels better for you. And always return to steady, long breaths in and out through the nose whenever you can. Inhale, come on up. And I'm going to turn to the long side. You can do the same if you like. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Inhale to sit tall. Bring your hands behind you, lift your chest. And you can stay right there or hinge from the hip creases. Exhale to come forward with a long spine this time, not a rounded one. If your knees trouble you at all, then roll up a blanket or take a couple pillows and put them right underneath the thighs. Keep the crown of the head lengthening forward instead of letting the head drop. Stay right in this breath, this moment. Inhale, come on up. Sit up nice and tall again. Now get a little more space between your hips and your feet. And now exhale, we'll round down and let your head rest on something. You can make fists with your hands, or if it rests on the feet, let it rest there, or grab a pillow. And then once again, release tension around your jaw, around your neck and shoulders. Just breathe. Every exhale sinking in, releasing your body. Every inhale bringing in positive energy. Come on up, inhale, and then we'll extend the legs out for Upavista Konasana. That's why I turn to the long side. Hands behind, inhale to sit tall. Now turning toward the right side. Inhale, lengthen, hinging from the hips. Exhale to come forward. Any amount. Make sure to flex your ankles so your toes and knees point up to the sky and press down through the heels. Instead of letting the head drop, extend the crown of the head toward your foot. There's a long line of energy from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. And we want to support that energy to be able to flow because it feels good. Just another breath or two here. Now you can always have the knees bent. That's an option. Come to center, inhale. Turning to the left side, lengthen. As you exhale, walk yourself forward any amount. Or you can stay up completely. If you are going forward, keep your head up instead of letting it drop. And especially if the legs are straight, be sure to point the toes and knees to the ceiling and press your heels down to engage the muscles. When we stretch, we always want to engage the opposing muscles. So we're stretching hamstrings and groin. We want to make sure that the quadriceps and the outer hips are engaged. And inhale, coming to center. Again, sitting nice and tall. Sweep your arms out, around, and up as you inhale. And then exhale, take the right hand down and start to reach the left arm up toward the sky or across toward your right foot. So instead of looking down and letting the top ribs roll down, roll your top ribs back and bring your bottom ribs forward. So you get that nice side stretch, the lateral stretch, which is also so good for your spine. You can turn your head up, but if it hurts your neck, you can just let your head go. Do your best also to extend the bottom side of your rib cage, just a little. Inhale to center. Sweep the arms up. As you exhale, take the left hand down, reaching right arm either straight up to the sky or extend it in line with your ear. If you can grab a hold of the foot, take it. Otherwise, just let it extend. Bottom ribs coming forward, top ribs coming back. You can let your head go, or if it feels okay on the neck, look up toward the sky. A nice long side stretch is wonderful for your back. But if it's not wonderful for your back, then be sure to take care of yourself and modify. As you inhale, make your way through center, sitting up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, you can stay where you are or come forward, hinging at the hip creases. So instead of rounding the back and thinking head to the floor, think belly toward the earth and extend the crown of the head forward. Feel free to rest your head on something if you like, or stay up on the forearms, or if you have yoga blocks, you can put your yoga blocks underneath your forearms, or keep your hands on the mat with the arms straighter. Work at your best level. That's always important. Breathing here, firm your outer hips in toward the midline and keep those muscles in the legs engaged. As you inhale, come on up, and then bending the knees, we'll turn to the front of the mat on hands and knees, and then stretch into a child's pose with the arms extended. Spread your fingers. Now begin to press into the base of your fingers, pressing the mat away from you, lifting your forearms and lengthening your hips toward your heels. So you're stretching out your back. Your head can rest on the earth, or you can keep it off. Whatever works. And if your knees give you trouble, then don't worry about bringing the hips to the heels. Just do it the way that feels comfortable in your body. Come on up onto the knees. Now, turn your inner elbows toward the front of the mat. And then tuck your toes under and walk back, hips onto heels. Bring the arms in front of you, palms facing out. You can come off the heels if it's too much. Inhale, extend the arms to the sky. They might not be in line with your ears. You can have them forward, but make sure your front rib cage isn't popping out. So take a nice exhale so the front ribs will draw in and down. As you reach through the hands, relax around the neck. Inhale, come off your heels. Exhale, circle the arms, and then roll your shoulders back a couple of times. Come on to the tops of the feet anytime you need to. I know it can be intense. Otherwise, tuck the toes under, sitting back on the heels. Knees no wider than hips. Bring the hands other pinky on the bottom as you interlace, and then inhale, reach up. Keep your chin level with the earth, and as you reach up, soften right around the neck so that you don't have any tension in your trapezius muscles. As you exhale, allow your front ribs to soften. Inhale, come off the heels, reach up. Exhale, release, and then circle the shoulders. Roll them back a couple times, and then bring your hands back to the mat, child's pose. Make your way into table with your hands still in front of your shoulders like they were in child's pose. Turn your inner elbows toward the front of the mat. Press a little more into the thumb first finger side. Come to down dog. Knees soft. Bend a little or a lot. And then start to straighten your right leg, keeping left knee bent. And then bend the right knee and straighten the left leg. We'll bicycle the legs. Bend one knee and the other. Make sure the arms are shoulders distance apart, feet are hips width. Press into the base of the fingers, lift the forearms, bending both knees, and then straightening them as much as they will. Press the thighs back. Turning outer upper arms back, inner upper arms forward toward the front of the mat, arms and ears in line. Exhale, draw those front ribs in, pull the belly in and up, and lift your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale onto the toes, exhale everything out. Inhale, walk your feet forward, bring your hands to shins, lengthen. And then as you exhale, fold forward, bending the knees as much as you need to. If they're straight, shift the weight toward the balls of the feet. As you inhale, circle the arms out, around, and up. Keep the ribs in. Exhale, hands to the heart, samastitihi. Feet hip socket distance apart. Outer edges of the feet parallel. Inhale, circle the arms up. And then exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold forward. Come onto the backs of your hands. Fingers face toes. Knees bent as much as you need to so that you can take the whole back of the hand flat onto the earth. Let your head hang. You can nod yes and no, releasing any tension there. And now, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn your fingers again to your toes, but come onto the palms of your hands. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can flatten your hands onto the mat. And let your head hang. And we're going to work on all those joints. This is a good practice, especially in the morning if you wake up feeling stiff. Take another breath here. And then turn your hands to the front and then bring them to your shins. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. And exhale, hands to hearts. Inhale, once again, circle the arms up. As you exhale, hinge from the hip creases, fold forward, keeping the spine long. Then inhale, make a nice flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step your right foot back, right knee down. Pad up that right knee if you need any padding. Reach the arms up, inhale, pulling your left hip back so hips are squared toward the front of the mat. Knee over ankle, stretch up tall, keep your belly pulled in and your pelvic floor engaged. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat, come to plank pose, top of a push-up. Knees can be up or down, it's up to you. Shift forward as you lower, exhale to your belly. Bring hands by the low ribs, press all 10 toenails down as you inhale for little cobra. Pull the hands gently toward the feet. Keep your belly lifted. Exhale. Knees can be up or down. Take a breath in. Exhale, press up. And then to downward facing dog, all the way back. Take a long breath here. And then inhale, float your right leg up, keeping your hips level. As you exhale, step it by the right hand, left knee down, and pat up that knee as you need to. Squaring up the hips toward the front, stretch your arms up. Pull your front ribs in, lift up through your back ribs. Pull the belly in and lift your pelvic floor muscles. Stretching up, exhale, bring the hands back down. Now inhale, step your back foot all the way to the front and come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale and fold in. Inhale, press through the feet to rise up. And then exhale, samastitihi, steady balance. We'll do the other leg to begin. So inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold forward. As you inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step the left foot way back. Take it down, pat it up as needed. Inhale, take the arms up. And then hands to heart center. Exhale, lean forward as you inhale and take your left arm across, twist. Keep pulling that right hip back so your hips are as level as you can make them. Inhales, Create length through the spine. Exhale, turn your rib cage and your chest to twist. Come to center, place the hands down. Exhale to plank. Knees can be up or down. Shifting slightly forward, exhale, lower all the way to your belly slowly. As you inhale, hands by low ribs, little cobra, or maybe a higher cobra. Lengthen your sitting bones to the backs of the knees. Press all of your toenails down. Keep your belly lifted. Lower down, exhale. Tuck the toes under. Knees can be up or down. Take a breath in. Exhale, press up, and then lift your hips back into down dog. Draw your ribs and belly in. Lift your pelvic floor. As you inhale, the left leg lifts up with level hips. Exhale, step it all the way up by the hands. Take your right knee down, pat it up as needed. Reach arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lean forward, get some length, and then exhale, right arm across to twist. Remember, inhale, create length all the way from your waist to the crown of your head. And then exhale, maybe twisting in slightly deeper, turning your rib cage and your chest, but not the hips. Keep those level as you can. Come back to center, return your hands down. As you inhale, step your back foot all the way to the front. Come halfway up, lengthen. On your exhale, fold in. Inhale, press through the feet, circle the arms up, look up, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. Now turn and face the long side of your mat. Step your feet out nice and wide. So if your arms are out at shoulder height, wrists are above ankles. Turn your right leg all the way out, back toes in a little, line up heel to arch, warrior two. Bend your knee over your ankle. Now, palms face up to the sky, let your shoulders relax, and then turn your palms back down. Make sure your right knee is above your middle toes. Breathe here. You are so strong and so resilient. Now taking your left arm back to reverse your warrior. Exhale, bending into the right knee a little more. Press your right heel down. Then inhale, start to straighten the right leg. Stay for your exhale. Come on up for triangle. Shorten the stance if you like. Hinge from your hip crease and lengthen out to the side. Take your right hand to the shin, the foot, the earth, or a block, and stretch your left arm up. If your neck bothers you, you can let your head go. Otherwise, crown of the head reaching forward and looking up towards your top hand. Lengthen through your front hip crease, through your armpits on the bottom side. Take your top hand to the hip, look down, bringing right hand in front of the right foot on the little toe side to lift your top leg, half moon pose. Use your bottom hand on a block if you have one handy. Lengthen your top leg sitting bone toward the heel and stretch up through the top arm. Now return your hand to your hip. Slowly set that leg down and then right hand back to the shin for triangle. Look down, inhale to come up. Now we'll do the other side. So turn the left leg all the way out. Lengthen the stance if you shortened it. Inhale. Reach the arms and bend the knee. Exhale, warrior two. Make sure your heel to arch. Knee above ankle and point it over the middle toes. Then turn your palms to face the ceiling and just relax around your shoulders and your neck. Keep that and turn the palms down again. Gazing over your fingertips, draw your low belly in and up. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. Breathe. Drop the right arm, reverse. Exhale, bend into the left knee a little bit, pressing the heel down. Slowly straighten the left leg, keep reversing, stay for the exhale, and then come on up for triangle. Shorten the stance if you like. Hinge from the hip crease, reach out, and then take the hand down wherever it falls. If you take it to a block or to the earth, put it on the little toe side. Let your head drop if your neck doesn't want to be held up. Or reach crown of the head forward, turn the gaze up. Lengthen from your left hip crease through your left armpit. Now take right hand to hip, bending the knee. Take your left hand in front of you. Make sure the wrist is below the shoulder. Reaching up through that top arm if you're steady. Extend your top leg sitting bone to the heel. And breathe. Find something to focus on, a spot that isn't moving. Return your hand to your hip. We'll slide ourselves back into triangle. So returning the foot to the earth and stretching up, triangle pose. Look down, inhale, come up. Nice work, my friend. Now toes point out and start to bend your knees. Keep your knees in line with your middle toes. Drop your sitting bones down. Inhale, sweep your arms up toward the sky. Gently lengthen your sitting bones to the earth and lift your frontal hip points toward your lower ribs. Keep pressing your knees back as you lengthen your butt down, or your buns, whatever you prefer. Now inhale, arms out to shoulder height. Keep sinking down into the hips. Lifting your hip points up, lifting your pelvic floor, and engaging low belly. Slowly straighten the legs, step the arms up. Point your toes in so that the outer edges are parallel of the feet. Hands to hips, look up, inhale. Hinge from the hips, exhale, fingertips to the earth. Lengthen your spine, inhale. You could stay right there, or exhale, fold forward any amount. Now, make sure the weight is equally distributed into your feet. If it's all in your heels, shift it gently toward the balls of your feet. If your elbows are bending, then line up your elbows with your wrists. Firm your outer hips and inner thighs towards center like you're holding a giant beach ball between your inner thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale all the way up. Inhale, arms at shoulder height. Exhale, interlace with the funny pinky on top as we're doing this once. Look up, lengthen, inhale. Hinging from the hips. Keep your elbows a little bit soft or even a lot bent. And then start to slowly stretch your shoulders, but without locking the elbows as best you can. Firm your leg muscles, also without locking the knees as best you can. Shift the weight gently toward the balls of your feet so the weight is evenly distributed in your feet. And then firm those side hips and inner thighs towards center. Come on up, inhale. And releasing the hands. Take your arms shoulder height, inhale. Hold the breath, step or hop, feet together, exhale. Turn back to the front of the mats. Feet hip socket distance apart. Make sure the outer edges are parallel. Step your left foot back, keeping the right foot in the front, heel to heel or wider between your feet. Bring your arms up, press your fists together or your palms, squaring hips and shoulders to the front of the mat. Look up, inhale, hinge forward from the hips as you exhale. Pull that right hip gently back. Keep your spine nice and long. You can go as far forward as you like, but try to let your spine stay nice and long instead of rounding it. Press firmly into the big toe mound of your right foot, calf to shin. Now keep right hand on low back and take your left hand to the earth, inside or outside of the foot or onto the shin. Turn and reach the top arm up, twisted triangle pose. Pull your right hip back and squeeze an imaginary block between your inner thighs, lifting pelvic floor and belly to stabilize you. Bring the hand back to the low back, bending your right knee. Bring your left hand in front of you a little, wrist under shoulder, and then lifting left leg up. Point your toes to the earth so that your leg and hips are level. Turn, add your right arm up if you wish. Twisted half moon pose. Now return the hands and then just step your feet together. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale and fold. Press through the feet. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, hands to hearts. feet are hip socket distance apart still. Now step your right foot back, keeping left foot forward, squaring hips and shoulders to the front. Arms at shoulder height, inhale. Exhale, press fists or palms together, roll the shoulder heads back. Pull the ribs and belly in. Lengthen as you inhale, look up gently. Hinge from the hip creases as you come forward. Again, instead of thinking head to knee, think belly to thigh. Keeping the spine nice and long. Try and lift your shoulder heads away from the earth without lifting your elbows. And most importantly, trust and believe in the power of a loving universe. Now keep your left hand at low back, right hand to the earth or your shin. Inside, big toe side's a little easier, little toe side of the foot's a little more difficult. And then turn, reaching up through the left hand. As you inhale, lengthen from your waist to the crown of the head. As you exhale, twist, but keep your hips level. So pull that left hip back. Don't let it twist with you. Twisting your rib cage and your chest the most. Return your left hand to the low back. And then bringing the right hand forward a bit, we'll float the right leg up, point the toes to the earth, and then stretch your left arm up toward the sky. Keeping that twist, if you can, from above the waist. Make sure your hips are level. Return the hand to the hip, step your feet together. Inhale, create length through the spine. Fold as you exhale. On your inhale, sweep your arms up, look up, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again, sweeping the arms up and hinge from the hips. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, and step into plank. Knees can be up or down as you lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, that's your choice. Shoulders above wrists if you're an up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog for just a few breaths. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width. Spread your fingers, press into the base of the fingers, lift the forearms. Inhale onto the toes, exhale it out, step or lightly hop to seated. Take your feet flat onto the mat as you lower onto your back, setting up for bridge pose. Heels under the knees, outer edges of feet parallel. As you inhale, lift your hips, low back, mid back, maybe the upper back. You can grab the sides of the mat and pull, or rolling shoulders under, interlace fingers. Spin your inner thighs down. Lengthen your sitting bones to the backs of your knees. And keep your neck long as you lift your chest toward the sky. And breathe. Pressing into the heels, slowly lower down, and then take soles of feet together, knees apart, hand on the belly, hand on the heart center. Repeat after me in your mind or out loud. I am strong. I am healthy. Now bring your knees back up. You can take another bridge pose like you just did, or those of you that take Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose, come to the crown of the head, line up wrists and elbows, and then start to straighten the arms. Be sure to spin your inner thighs down. Make sure your toes are still pointing in a little bit toward one another, and lengthen sitting bones to backs of knees. Engage your belly and your pelvic floor in either pose. Bring your chin to your chest if you're all the way up, or roll down from your bridge. Lower down and hug the knees in. Gently rock side to side, and feel the way notice the changes in the way your body feels now as opposed to when you first started. Extend the legs up toward the sky and notice the difference here. You can always hold on behind the thighs, keeping knees bent. Then slide your hands to the backs of the knees As you slide, maybe reach your hands toward your feet or your ankles and bring your thighs toward your belly. Bend your knees as much as you need to. So imagine this is kind of like a forward fold upside down, stretching out your back. So if you need to bend your knees to stretch your back, then do that. And then bending the knees, take the hands to the little toe sides of the feet, happy baby. Gently rock side to side if you like. Lengthen your lower back toward the earth. Now hug the knees in one more time. Take your feet down with your knees bent. Shift your hips over to the right. Drop your knees to the left. You could also cross your right knee on top of the left for a deeper twist. Look over your right shoulder. As you're breathing here, turn your belly toward the sky. Deep, smooth breaths. Bring your head to center and your knees to center and your hips. And then inhale, shifting hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right. You can also cross left over right for deeper twist. And look over your left shoulder as long as your neck is okay with it. Turn your belly toward the sky. Nice, long, smooth inhales and exhales. Releasing any tension in your neck, shoulders, jaw, belly, anywhere you might be holding it. Come back through center. So we'll set up for our final resting pose. First, hug your knees in, lengthen your butt toward the earth, and then take your feet down. Continue lengthening sitting bones to backs of knees and draw your shoulder blades towards your waist. Let your feet flop in or out, whatever's natural. Hands away from your body, palms up. Close your eyes. Release any tension in your forehead and just relax. Our quote today comes from Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana, rest, the most important part. Right where you are, take a longer breath in. Exhale, begin to move your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Inhale, take a long stretch overhead, and exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, roll yourself onto your right side, pause here. Thank yourself for showing up today. You did excellent work and you're taking very good care of yourself. Making your way up to a comfortable seat, bring your hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart center, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending this positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. To practice yoga, you need a strong core. I've created a special class just for you. The link is down below. It's also pinned at the top of the comments. Get that right now. And if you liked this video, you're going to love this one. So practice it right now if you like, or save it for later.